Hey, it's your fertility goddess Rhonda here again, here with today's Words of Wisdom Inspirational Report. So as you can see, there's no cards in front of me. The universe has asked me to dedicate myself, at least for the next few reports, to start to try and bring hope back to people. So many people that I talk to, clients, friends, and family, feel that they are at the end of their rope. Hopelessness has set in, and they no longer know what to do. And I understand what that's like. It's not that long ago that within a 6-month period, I lost my husband, I lost my career, I almost lost my life to a 20-pound tumor. I just was inundated and under the test. And when the foreclosure notices started coming in because I had no money to pay my living expenses, and homelessness had reared its head in front of me, I started to feel panicky and so fearful and so out of hope. I couldn't find a job. But then the fighter rose up within me. And what I did, which will hopefully help you as well, is instead of worrying about a future that may or may not happen, I started to live in the moment, literally. When the panic started setting in, I began telling myself that for this minute I am safe. For this minute I have a roof over my head. For this minute I have clothes, I have shelter. And just for that 1 minute, I could feel safe, and I had my mental clarity back to help me think my way out of my situation. And I would do that. For this minute, I'm okay. As things started to get better for me, I changed it. Well, you know what? Today, it's okay. Today, I'm safe. After a while, it was when I was able to pay my rent, because I managed to sell my house literally right like 10 days before the foreclosure date. And I just got enough out. I had to take a big loss, but that's okay. I got enough out to move. So then it changed to, from the minute to the day to this month, I could pay my rent. So at least for a month, I have a roof over my head. Just little things to inspire you, to bring you hope. And another thing that inspired me heavily was hearing the stories of inspiration of other people that had faced the adversity and stood up and figured a way out of it, and came out through the other side in a much better space. So I'm also going to be sharing with you and highlighting my personal heroes that helped me when I was on the brink of the abyss and trying to pull myself back up into the light. So the first person up, my first hero of inspiration, her name is Angela Logan, who had lost a lot of her financial support. And her family were facing foreclosure. And with no other options and nowhere else to go, she fell back on her cake recipe for apple cakes and started baking cakes, calling them mortgage apple cakes, and selling them to help to save her home. And what she did was she humbled herself. She went to friends, to family. She was in school at the time. She went to her other students, and she stood up and said, I am in dire straits, and all I can offer in return for your help are these cakes, which I am selling for $40. And people chipped in. They bought the cakes. Other people heard of her plight, and she ended up getting a professional kitchen to cook in, and another organization helped her. And now she's doing exceptionally well, all because she fell back on the one thing that she had, and that was a cake recipe that totally changed her life. And I'm including in the description of this video the link to her YouTube on the Today Show that talks about that. And I remember thinking to myself when I first read that, I was like, wow, she asked people to buy a cake for $40. That's a lot of money. But you know what? When you've got nothing else to lose, that is the time to take the big risks. So this is your Words of Wisdom Inspirational Report to tell you I understand what it's like to have to walk through the fire to come out the other side. And the same way I pulled myself up, you can do the same thing. Just hold on to your hope. Read stories of inspiration. Hopefully I can inspire you, and the next few reports will be about that inspiration for whatever it is that you are going through. You have the strength and the resilience to pull it off, and the universe supports you in that. And also, I bless you with the strength and the ability to see your way through whatever it is that you are going through, with love and light and clarity, and with peace. Bring in the peace and the hope, and all will be so much better. So this has been your fertility goddess, Rhonda, with today's Words of Wisdom Inspirational Report. If you know someone who could use this message, please share it with them. And please visit my website at www.healinghannahgoddess.com. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this with a friend. Namaste.